Hi everyone, and welcome to Melissa's Intuitive Reads, and today we are coming to you with a pick a card. So this is going to be about, are they your twin flame? So you have three crystal cards to choose from. So you have Sunstone for pile number 1, pile number 2 Aquamarine, and pile number 3 Moonkite Jasper. I hope I pronounced that right. If not, I do apologize. So we have pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3. I'm going to be using the Twin Flame Oracle deck by Liv Taylor. I'm going to use the Boudoir Oracle by Moon Moth Goddess, the Mon Petit Amour Oracle by Moon Moth Goddess, the Unspoken Oracle by Moon Moth Goddess. And if there are any other extra messages, I will pull out other decks. So bear with me. I hope everybody is well. So there will be timestamps in the description box below, just to let you know. And I'm going to also put it in the comments section. So close your eyes and meditate on which card you are drawn to. So are you drawn to Sunstone, Aquamarine, or Moonkite Jasper? Close your eyes and pick which one you're drawn to. Let Spirit guide you to the right card choice. So let's go ahead and get started with pile number 1, which is Sunstone. Pile number 1, if you chose this beautiful Sunstone card, then these messages are for you. So let's go ahead and take a look at, I wanted to turn on the lights. So this is timeless. So are they your twin flame tarot reading? So are they your twin flame? Let's take a look. What is your love reading for today? So we have separation, balance. Oh, I will also add the deck links in the description box below as well. So we have crossroads, and I don't make anything off of it. These are ones I do truly enjoy, and self-worth. On the bottom, we have union. So there is a union that's going to be coming your way, pile number 1. It feels like here that you guys are in a temporary situation right now. So this is going to have some time to help you find balance, both of you, because you have different indecisions about which paths you are going in, if that makes sense. It feels like there's a lot of confusion. It feels like here that there was a lot of fighting, so you ended up being in separation because of this. You decided to part ways. So right now you're being tested with your self-worth, your values, your self-esteem. It feels like here that there is more to it, though. There will be a union in the near future. So let's take a look at more cards and see what comes up. All right, messages for love. Twin flame. So we have intervention. So there was some type of intervention that was going on between you two. It feels like here that you two are in limbo, and this is verified with the crossroads. It feels like a lot of self-worth is being tested right now. Pile number 1, twin flame. So we have planning. So either you or the other person is planning a union. It feels like here that you two want to have the same thing again, but it feels like right now you are meant to be in separation. This is to find your self-worth. This is to find your confidence and your voice. It feels like here that this is really emotional for you, pile number 1, but it has to be done to help your self-esteem. And this is a reminder that timing is so important. It feels like here that you're being impatient right now. So it's really important to hang in there and hang in there and help with being empowered, help with your self-esteem. So let's go ahead and take a look at oracle messages. Let's take a look. Messages for the twin flame. Timeless. Twin flame timeless. What is going on with the twin flame? All right. So I will pick the top card. I will do everything it takes to win you your heart back. Let's pick more cards. Pile number 1. My addictions are getting in the way of our connection. So it feels like there was some type of addiction. It could be a substance addiction. It could be a substance addiction. This is what it feels like. It feels like that they are blocking you because of this. They want to get better, but they need some space right now. It feels like here, pile number 1, that there will be a connection in the future, but they need to work on themselves. So pile number 1, what is going on with pile number 1? Twin flames. So I have inner child trauma that affects my adult life. Honesty is not my strong suit. So they had a blockage. It feels very strongly substance abuse. It feels like here that they needed some space and they needed to heal themselves. It feels like right now there is going to be a separation. It feels like there's a lot of child trauma that is affecting this person. So pile number 1, it is not you, it is them. So give them space and it will all work out. So let me get some more cards here. All right, I'm using Moon Moth Goddess Once Upon a Dream Oracle. So an announcement will be made in order to move forward. Announcement will be made in order to move forward with this situation. It feels like here, pile number 1, they do need to have space because of their childhood trauma. So they have a lot of emotional baggage right now. There is going to be an opportunity in the near future for you to connect, pile number 1, but you need to be patient and wait. They're evolving as a person, pile number 1. So it's really important to give them space right now because of the child trauma. So they could have gone through a lot. It could be abuse and they're doing substance abuse right now, or it could be that there's just a lot of emotional trauma that happened, a lot of events, and they need to heal. They're blinded by their emotions. They're blinded by how they feel, and they're not looking for a relationship right now. You two, they're feeling lost. They're not sure what to do. This is their energies at the current moment. And just remember, take what resonates and leave the rest behind. This is a general reading. So we have intervention. So there's going to be an intervention or by close people that they do care about, pile number 1. But it feels like here that they do care very deeply about you, but they need space right now. And let me get messages from the higher self and see what comes up. All right. So pile number 1. What are the messages for the higher self for the twin flame? So we have, there's nothing outside of you that can fulfill you. Don't dwell on what might be on the other side of the door. You will be surrounded by people with different agendas and may scare you away, but fight it. You got this. So it feels like here they had an ultimatum. It feels like either get better or, you know, something else is going to happen. So they were going down a deep road, and it was very deep. It feels like here that they need some time away from you. They need to heal. They need to evolve as a person. It feels like here there will be a union in the future. But be aware, pile number 1, that, you know, this person needs time and needs patience. So any other cards for pile number 1? Things are not what they seem. And stay positive. And this is messages from Spirit. So this is signifying that you need to stay positive and things are not what they seem. So these messages are really important to pass on to you. It feels like here there's a lot of trauma and they need to heal. So please give them space, pile number 1. So good luck, and leave your comments in the comment section below. And remember to like and subscribe. And we're going to move on to pile number 2. Bye for now. Pile number 2. If you chose this beautiful aquamarine card, then these messages are for you. So let's go ahead and take a look what messages are going to come through. So I'm going to use the Twin Flame Oracle. So what are the Twin Flame messages in love today? What are the Twin Flame messages in love today for pile number 2? So I will take this card, Deception. And remember, take what resonates and leave the rest behind. So Romance. It feels like you two are connected. It feels like there's some deception in the past that has happened. It feels like whatever question that you are asking, the answer is no. It feels like here this is your soulmate. This is someone you are meant to be with. But however, it feels like that there is a lot of deception that has been going on. It feels like that there's a lot of insecurity around this. It feels like that lack of faith. So this is causing a lot of illusion and a lot of masking. It feels like here that you need to focus on having a sacred space in order to connect with your divine, with the divine. It feels like here that, you know, do some meditation, get some candles, relax. And it feels like here, this is your soulmate. This is someone you're meant to connect with. So let's take a look and see other messages. So we have growth. Messages for pile number 2, Twin Flame. Travel. Excuse me. So it feels like they travel abroad. It feels like here that there is a lot of growth from this. You're evolving as a person. And it feels like here that either you're apologizing for yourself or they're apologizing for the actions or the deception that they had. So it feels like here they're wearing a mask and they're not sure how to take it off. It feels like here they're in fear of themselves. It feels like here that there is growth that still needs to be made. Pile number 2. Messages for pile number 2. So this person's waiting, or you are waiting for when the time is right. It feels like here that there is some seduction. Maybe there is some type of addiction when it comes to seduction. Or this is what happened. They broke your heart. And this is what the deception is about. And they had another person. It feels like here you're traumatized by that. It feels like here there is growth that needs to be made. It's important to travel, or you're traveling abroad right now. Right now, it's important to wait and evolve and take some time off. This person is your soulmate. but there's a lot of regret when it comes to seduction. It feels like here, that's all you did was argue, 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 and they are trying to ask for forgiveness right now. So let's take a look at other cards and see what messages come through. Pile number 2, twin flame messages. So we said, I can't give you what you want right now. So even though they hurt you, you still care very deeply about them. So they're not ready to work things out. Even though you want to, they're not ready. They're addictions. So addictions are getting in the way of our connection. But they feel like they're going to do whatever it takes to win your heart back. They do care about you deeply, but right now they need to work on their addictions, and you're hurt so much because of what they did, because of the deception. I'm sorry for ghosting you. I feel like such a coward for not being honest with you. And I've talked to my parents about you. So this is somebody that really cared very deeply about you, or cares very deeply about you right now. But it feels like here they did ghost you because they're feeling ashamed of themselves. So I'm waiting for you to tell me how you feel about me before I tell you my true feelings. So they do care about you, pile number 2, but they need to work on their addictions. They don't know how you feel. So they're just waiting, move forward. And they gave up on trying to fix you and this person. So let's see what other messages come through. Messages for pile number 1. Messages for pile number 1. Take chances. You'll realize how perfect something will turn out. So things always do work out at the end once there is divine timing. So see the good in what you call bad. Nothing is suffering. Nothing is your suffering is meaningless. So it feels like here that you need to see the good at everything. It feels like here, no matter what, surrender to the universe and things will work out. Spend more time on your spiritual growth. So during this time of separation and being hurt, it's important to focus on your spiritual growth right now. So messages for pile number 2 with twin flame. So there were recurring cycles that kept happening. This is somebody that is your true love. This is your soulmate. You two have a karmatic connection, but they hurt you so bad. There are new beginnings in the future, but they need to work on themselves because of the addictions that they have. And it's seduction addictions. There is travel. The card is stating that there is travel abroad. It feels like you are abroad right now, or it could be them abroad right now. It feels like here that you're working on yourself right now, but it feels like you need to have some time to heal. It feels like that they did, they were with someone else and they betrayed you. Pile number 2. Messages for pile number 2. Any other messages for pile number 2? Any other messages for pile number 2? So we have worried. So there's a lot of worry, a lot of confusion, a lot of stress around the situation. And it's important to have priorities. What is the messages from spirit for pile number 2? Messages from spirit for pile number 2. So this person is not for you at this time. All is well. Don't worry. Things are going to work out. If you're very anxious about this situation, things are going to work out. Pile number 2. So there is a sudden change. So with this, them being betrayed, you being betrayed by them, this is a sudden change and it caught you off by surprise. And the spirit is saying there is no wrong answer. You know, the truth is the truth. Any other messages? This is fated. This was meant to happen, and then they had fear-based decisions that they have fear-based decisions that cause them to betray you and have that deception. It feels like here, let go of the ego. So they need to let go of their ego right now. So pile number 2, these are your messages, and I wish you lots of love and luck. And we're going to move on with pile number 3. And remember to like and subscribe and leave your comments in the comment section below. Pile number 3, if you chose this beautiful Mookaite Jasper, then these messages are for you. So this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. And don't forget to like and subscribe and leave your comments in the comment section below. So we have free will, inner child. There are choices that led to happy moments in your past. It feels like here, or they bring out the inner child in you. It feels like here that there is a sacred journey. There is, you're understanding who you truly are as a person, and there's a lot of self-discovery. It feels like here you are karmatically connected. Intuitively, you know what they're thinking, what they're going to say. You just have that energy feeling. Pile number 3, any other messages? So we have an awakening. So you have a realization of something. It feels like maybe they are the right person for you. Or they have realization that they are the right person for you. So it feels like here there is going to be an outcome with this whole thing. Everything's going to happen in divine timing. So surrender to the universe. Things are going to happen in divine timing, and this is your soulmate connection. This is somebody who is very compatible with you, and you are energetically connected and intuitively. It feels like that there's a lot of evolving that has to happen, and Spirit is saying you need to stay connected with them. And you can do this by meditation. You can do this by praying. You can do this however you feel like, however you feel like you connect with them. It feels like that you've been lost for a while, so it's really important to reconnect with Spirit again. Messages for pile. Okay. Know what's going on with these cards? My goodness. Okay. Oh, goodness. I'm so sorry. Trying to make sure no other cards are like that. Oh my goodness. They are. Okay. All right. I think I got it now. Excuse me. So pile number 3. So there's a lot of anxiety around this connection. You feel like you're not sure about how they feel. You have a desire to connect with them. Pile number 3, messages for pile number 3. We have seclusion. So it feels like you've been secluding yourself. It feels like that there is a desire and urge. You have a feeling about something. It feels like you're worried though. Maybe because you're in fear of breaking up with each other. But let's see what other cards come out. Messages for pile number 3. It feels like you're settling for less. And it's important to not. It feels like that you're going out on dates and you're just settling for the first person that comes along. It feels like you're in confusion. It feels like here that you're not sure on which path to take or which person you want to be with. It feels like there's a lot of evolving that has to be done. You are faithful to the person, but you're faithful. However, you're not making the right decisions. Messages for pile number 3, twin flame. Messages for pile number 3, twin flame. Messages for pile 3 for twin flame. You're doing a lot of healing during this time. So let's take a look at other messages and see what comes through. So you're having a lot of balance right now. This was the overall energy here. So you're trying to find balance in this situation. It feels like here that there's a lot of anxiety just from trauma in the past where people have hurt you. Messages for pile number 3. Messages for pile number 3. Please don't let my mistakes ruin us. So they're regretful for what they did. So it feels like I blocked you because it's easier for me than being straightforward with you. So they could have blocked you on social media. It feels like here there's a lot of worry from this, from being blocked on social media. Anything else we need to know? Please wait for me. So they want you to wait for them. This connection, you're intuitively connected. It feels like you know what they say, you know what they feel before it even happens. And you might even have some psychic abilities, but they want to be with you, but there's an awakening that has happened, or you're going through an awakening. But it's important to find balance. They do find you incredibly attractive. You deserve someone better than me, so they don't feel worthy of you at this time. Any other messages for pile number 3, twin flame? What I see is you. What I see in you is breathtaking. So they do care about you. They do find you breathtaking, you know, look-wise and emotionally. You have such a beautiful soul, and I know we are perfect for each other. So you guys are separated right now, but it feels like that there's going to be an awakening later on. It feels like there's going to be some outcome when it comes to this connection. It feels like here that you need to surrender to the universe, and things are happening in divine timing. So let's take a look and see what other messages from the Once Upon a Dream Oracle. Messages for pile number 3. So we have synchronicity. So we have priorities. It feels like you are in sync with one another. It feels like here that you need to put your priorities first and they need to put theirs first. It feels like they are content right now, but it's not going to last forever. They need some space right now. And pile number 1 needed space as well. And pile number 2 has some addictions. And we have divine timing. So another card which is stating divine timing. Any other messages for pile number 3? Any other messages for pile number 3? Dreams. So they are in your dreams. They are trying to communicate with you in your dreams. And so pay attention and have a journal out and write down your dreams once you wake up, if you do remember them. Messages for pile number 3. Messages for pile number 3. Higher self messages for pile number 3, twin flame. Learn when to say no, avoid clutter, slow down, and quiet your mind. So you are overwhelmed right now, or they are overwhelmed. You are currently under construction. Please be patient. So your twin flame is under construction at the moment. So they're evolving as a person. And we have, you will be surrounded by people with different agendas. It may scare you away, but fight it. You got this. So this is saying, Spirit is saying, don't give up. And on the bottom, overall energy is follow your heart. Following your heart will lead to the right things. So you need to keep following your heart. So pile number 3, messages from Spirit for pile number 3. Messages from Spirit. So you're ready for this. And this is saying stay the course and not give up. It feels like you are ready for change, or they are ready for change. It feels like what you want wants you. They do want a connection with you. Pile number 3. And there is going to be a new beginning. So this is, things are going to happen in divine timing. Sacrifices are needed right now. So it's important to stay the course, not give up, and keep going with this connection. Things are going to work out, but remember, surrender, connect with your guides, meditate, however you are comfortable with connecting to Spirit, or a divine source that you believe in. So pile number 3, these were your messages. Good luck. Remember to like and subscribe and leave your messages in the comments below. And I hope everybody is well. Stay safe. Have a great day, afternoon, or evening. Bye, everyone.